Hello, dear students. I hope all of you are having an enjoyable day, evening. Today we want to practice listening to some dialogues, and let's just begin. All right. Let me share with you my screen that has the dialogues on them. Of course, you will find them on e-learning. Where is share screen? Here we go. This is the screen that I will be sharing with you. I hope I can enlarge it a bit. Here you go. So let's begin. Let's listen to the dialogue or to the dialogues one by one. And every time I'm going to ask you, what does, a particular person or speaker mean? All right. So you should be able to, answer with one sentence. I'm sorry. Okay. And of course, you won't be able to answer unless, you understand most of the vocabulary. So let's listen together.
No time to do it.
What does the woman mean?
Let me go back a bit. I think I listened to this before.
Trash?
I have no time to do it.
Oops, a little bit back.
Be particularly careful of negative expressions.
Yeah.
Number 1. Are you going to take out the trash?
I have no time to do it.
What does the woman mean?
So what do you think? What does the woman mean? The man asked her whether she was going to take out the trash. The trash means the garbage, the rubbish, the things that you don't want. All of us at home, collect things in a sack and then we throw them away. And then she said that she has no time, to do that. So what do you think she's going to do? I think she is not going to throw the garbage. She will probably ask her, daughter, son, husband, somebody to do it. Maybe someone who has less work to do than, she does, right? But we know that she's not the one who's going to throw the trash. Let's listen to the second dialogue. Of course, every time there's a pause, because you're supposed to be writing that the answer, the sentence, in that pause. Or if there are options like A, B, C, D, you can read those, options, and then you can make the best choice possible.
Worried about the interview?
It's unimportant to me.
What does the man mean?
So she asks him whether he's worried or not about the interview. So he's going to be interviewed sometime soon. And he says that it doesn't matter to him. So what does that really mean? Is he worried or not? If someone tells you that doesn't really matter, is he worried or not? He means to say that he is not worried. He could be worried, by the way, and not telling us the truth. But at least what he says is that he is not worried, okay? Not to be worried means not to be disturbed, not to be scared, not to be anxious, all right? Yeah, that's what it means. So we're going to have some space right now before the next dialogue. Let's take a deep breath for that one, the third dialogue.
Number 3.
Do you have all the notes for Psychology 101?
I didn't miss a single lecture.
What does that mean? I hope you are like that student, like that man, So she asked him if he has the psychology notes, for a certain course. And he said that he did not miss, not even one lecture. What does that mean? It actually means that he has or does not have the notes. Of course, it means that he does have all the notes. And I hope you are like this man, students who take notes, because the thing is that we always think that we're not going to forget what is being said, what is being told, and that we'll always remember. We tell ourselves that, but the problem is we tend to forget. We human beings are just forgetful beings, right? So if I were you, I would do what this man, usually does. He takes notes whenever he attends his classes. And he helps also his classmates. Look how he now is going to be helpful and help his classmate. Let's listen to the next dialogue.
What does the man mean?
We've, given the answer, about what he means. Next. let me say dialogue is the fourth, I think,
Number
right?
4.
Yep.
Do you know the library's summer hours? I need to go there this evening.
It's never open past 6 o'clock in the summer.
So this student, this young lady, is someone who is like probably a bookworm, let's say, a student who really loves, to ace, her grades and do well. And so she wants to go to the library, in order to, study, right? Or probably, book some books from there. And she asks, her classmate about the summer timing, let me say like when the library is open or till when. So her classmate tells her, or her colleague, I don't know, what we can say about this person, but it's someone she knows, he says that it never is open after 6 p.m. So it seems that by 6, the library, closes every day in the summer. All right. Although, in the United States of America, I know that libraries are open like for 24 hours. Let's see.
What does the man mean?
What does the man mean when he says, it's never open after 6? And I think we've given a good answer. I want you to listen to these dialogues and, to give answers like the ones that I just gave you. All right. See, I also am listening just like you. Let me say for the first time, and I have given answers, and I know that you would be able to do the same. All right. I want a complete sentence. Let's listen to the next dialogue.
Number 5.
How often should I water the plants while you're gone?
No more than once a week.
What should the woman do?
What should the woman do? So she asks, about, how often she should water the plants. And this man, who's either her, let me say, someone who lives with her brother, her husband, we don't know the relationship that they have, what kind of relationship they have. But it seems that he's going to be gone for a while. And he says, not more than once a week. When someone tells you do this for not more than once a week, one time a week, not more than that. So it actually means do it one time a week. All right. So how often shall I vacuum the house? Not more than once a week. That means one time every week is enough. All right. And don't do more than that. Okay. So I hope you know what watering the plants means. It means to feed the plants with water, to give them water, to provide them with water, because that's really, how they are alive. They need water to live, and probably other, things, but mainly water. Let's see. So the next dialogue, I hope it's on right now. Let's see. It's dialogue number what? Do you know?
Number 6.
6.
Did you enjoy your meal? That restaurant is very famous.
The food was good, but I was dissatisfied with the service.
All right. So did the lady enjoy her meal? So she says, because the man asked her whether she enjoyed her meal, she actually says that the food was good. So she did enjoy the meal itself. But what she did not like was the service. The service means, the waiters were probably not helpful. They did not, serve the food on time. Probably, when she needed napkins or something like, Kleenex, or, sometimes you would need some spoons and plates and stuff like that. They were not skillful. They were not quick, so this is what she meant by saying that the service was not so good. All right. But, besides that, she says that, the food was tasty and she really enjoyed it. All right. So would you go back to a restaurant that, provides you or offers you tasty food, but then, the service is not that good? Well, and I want you also to think about something else. Would you go to a restaurant where the service is so great, but at the same time, the food is not tasty? What do you think? I would not go to either one. How about you? Let's take a
Does the
look at the
woman
other
mean?
dialogue.
Number 7.
Number
Do
7.
you think that
Listen.
Bob really wanted me to go home?
He wasn't kidding when he told you to leave.
What does the man say about Bob?
Uh-oh. So do you think that Bob wanted me to leave? The lady's saying, do you think that he really wanted me to leave? Sometimes you might tell somebody, leave from here right now. Like if you actually say something like that, do you really want those people to leave, or are you just kidding? So the man here tells the woman that he actually meant what he said. So he was not joking. He wanted her to leave, to go, to get out of his house if she was at his house, right? I wonder what she did. Do you know what she did? I don't know, but she probably was not doing something that was acceptable or nice, or, something that, Bob really, thought of as good, right? So let's listen to more. I hope you're enjoying these short dialogues, all right? Because we're going to be having, short dialogues for our midterm exam, all right? So we're going to be doing, let me say, questions from the book that we're going to begin, inshallah, sometime soon. We're going to do some short dialogues. We're going to do some, long conversations like the Obama, conversations. And so we're going to do all kinds of stuff, things that you're familiar with, and things that, like for the first time on the day of the exam, you're going to be listening to them for the first time. Okay. And that's why the more you listen to dialogues, the more you listen to conversation, the more you listen to reading passages, whatever, whatever you can get your hands on, the better your listening skills, become, and, you develop, a great, kind of listening comprehension. So this is what I want you to do. Let's continue.
Number 8.
Can we finish this project before closing time?
If we work on nothing else.
What does the man mean?
Can we finish this project before closing time? Like before we close our, I don't know, store, our, let me say, organization, our office, whatever. Can we finish this project? And then the man says that if we work on nothing but that project. So we have to dedicate all the time, all the effort, to work on that project. And that would be the only way we could finish that project. But if we do something else, like probably even drink coffee, or decide to make coffee, or even answer a phone call, or do whatever, anything, it will ruin, the project, let me say, finishing the project. So it seems that they will not be able to finish the project if they do anything else, no matter how small that thing is. All right. So they need to focus on the project and do the necessary work, and you make use of every single second, not just minute, in order to, be able to finish up the project. Okay. What do you think? Project means something that they're working on. It could be, a plan, it could be a drawing, it could be a map, it could be a program, it could be anything. It depends on, what the project is about and what their majors are, right? Let's listen to the next dialogue, which is dialogue number, faster.
Number 9.
9.
Would you mind staying an hour more?
I'd rather not.
What does the woman say about staying?
What do you think, guys? The man asked her if she could stay an hour more. He wants her to be there, maybe to finish up the conversation, to finish up the work, to celebrate some more. I don't know what he's talking about, but he really asks this lady, he requests that she stay longer, and not just 5 minutes longer, but an hour longer. And she says, no, in a very polite way. I'd rather not. I prefer not to stay for an hour. I don't want to really stay for an hour. When somebody says, I prefer not to do this, it means that I really do not want to, but it's just, a polite way of saying it, okay? So if anybody asks you to do something that you do not want to do, just go ahead and say, I prefer not, and stick to your words, okay? Let's move on to the next dialogue.
Number 10.
Would you recommend the hotel where you stayed in New York?
The hotel provided service that was unequaled. What does the man?
Oh, what does that mean? The hotel provided service that was unequaled. What he means is that, no hotel can offer, that kind of service. It's like, magically great. All right. That's what he really means by the service that was offered by the hotel. So the lady is wondering whether this man, enjoyed his time at the hotel. He got the service that he, expected, or if he recommends that hotel or not. And he actually does. All right. In a metaphoric way, he says that. All right. So I hope that you benefited a lot from these dialogues. I want you to continue to listen to more of these dialogues. Look, you have this red line that we listened to. We listened up to here, Now I want you to practice up to right here, okay? So why I am not going to practice all of these, dialogues with you is because I also want you to do some work on your own. And then you see these dialogues, huh? They're the same dialogues that I'm going to, examine you in later on. So it will show me that you've been doing the work or not if you do well in the exams or in the quizzes that are going to, be, offered to you in the near future, let me say. All right. So I just hope you have a great day and you've benefited a lot from tonight. And I will be seeing you soon. Goodbye.